Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal to you has been divinely timed. You didn't arrive here by mistake. You were led, called, pulled by a higher force into this moment for a reason beyond your current comprehension. Something deep inside you already knows this is not ordinary. This is sacred. This is divine alignment. Before we go deeper into this message that's been placed on my heart for you, do 3 things right now. Hit that like button. Subscribe so we can continue spreading divine truth, and comment the number 99. This number carries sacred energy and will activate alignment within your spiritual field. It's not superstition. It's faith in motion. You've been feeling it, haven't you? The stirring in your soul, the restlessness in your spirit, the silent whisper that something massive is about to unfold. That's not your imagination. That's God. That's the universe. That's the divine blueprint waking you up. You are a chosen one, and something powerful is drawing near. This is not just another season. This is a sacred appointment with destiny. The moment you've been unknowingly preparing for through every storm, every struggle, and every silent prayer is upon you. You didn't go through that pain for nothing. You didn't cry those tears for no reason. Your preparation had purpose. But let me tell you something critical. Before this divine meeting unfolds, you must align. This isn't about physical travel. It's about spiritual position. It's about unlocking the vibrational frequency that allows you to connect with what's already on its way to you. This meeting, this encounter, it's not by chance. It's not random. It's orchestrated. The divine realm has been rearranging people, places, and situations to prepare a path for you. Every delay was direction. Every rejection was redirection. And now is your moment to rise into alignment. Chosen one, you were never meant to live an average life. You were never meant to simply exist. You were born for greatness. You carry inside of you something eternal, a spark that can ignite change, not just in your life, but in the lives of those connected to your purpose. But here's the truth. Being chosen is not always glamorous. It comes with weight. It comes with isolation. It comes with the kind of lessons that most people will never understand. Why? Because what's coming to you is not ordinary. This is a spiritual awakening, a transformation, a revealing of your highest self. This divine meeting will shatter the limitations you placed on yourself and introduce you to the real version of you, the one God always intended you to be. You'll no longer chase clarity. It will find you. You'll no longer beg for peace. It will become you. But you must surrender. You must trust. You must be willing to release every false identity you've clung to just to survive. The masks, the personas, the coping mechanisms, all of it has to go. Because what's coming requires the authentic you. The world needs the you who's unafraid to walk in divine calling. The version of you who's not dependent on validation, but fueled by vision. You're stepping into the blueprint, the original design God crafted with your name on it before you were ever born. And I need you to understand this. It's not too late. You haven't missed it. You're right on time. Everything you thought disqualified you, God is about to use it to elevate you. The pain, the failures, the years of wandering, all of it is being transformed into power, wisdom, and testimony. But here's what must happen next. You have to let go of what no longer aligns. Old mindsets, old patterns, old relationships that drain your spirit. This is the separation before elevation. Because the divine encounter that's coming, will not fit the version of you that's still chained to fear and people-pleasing. It demands the version of you who's fully surrendered, the one who walks by faith, not by sight, the one who hears God's whisper and obeys even when the path is unclear. This sacred meeting, it's already scheduled in the spiritual realm. It's unfolding, and if you pay attention to the signs, the nudges, the repeated numbers, the dreams that don't let you sleep, you'll realize it's already begun. Do not mistake the shaking for breaking. You're not falling apart. You're being realigned. What you feel right now, that heaviness, that spiritual fatigue, it's the final stretching before the shift, the soul's last sigh before the transformation. You're not alone in this. You've never been alone. The divine has walked with you every step, watched over you when you were at your lowest, and now the same divine force is ushering you into your next level. This isn't hype, it's prophecy, and it's unfolding in real time. You may not yet see the full picture, but the divine does. You may question your worthiness, but heaven does not. You may wonder if you have what it takes, but God has already placed everything you need within you. The truth is, you were chosen before you were even born. Your soul agreed to this journey long before your feet ever touched the earth. Your purpose was etched into the fabric of existence. Every heartbeat, every breath, every trial has been leading you to this precise moment. The gifts you carry, the fire in your spirit, the light within your soul, these were never accidents. They were placed in you by divine design so you could be the light in a world that often forgets how to shine. You are not here by chance. You are here on purpose, with purpose, for purpose. This is not just about spiritual elevation. This is about divine activation. And right now, heaven is activating you. Right now, the universe is shifting everything into place so your divine appointment can no longer be delayed. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let doubt convince you that you're not enough. You've been through the fire. You've weathered storms others would not have survived. And still, here you are, standing, breathing, rising. That's not weakness. That's proof. Proof that you've been called. Your spirit has waited lifetimes for this. The veil is thinning. The divine is moving. And you, chosen one, are on the threshold of becoming. You've asked for signs. You've begged for confirmation. And this is that sign. This is your confirmation. This is your moment of divine remembrance. So step forward now without hesitation. It's time to awaken the calling that has been resting within you for far too long. The people you're meant to guide are waiting. The message you're meant to deliver is forming in your soul. The impact you are destined to make is gaining momentum with every breath. Don't think you have to have it all figured out. God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for willingness. The journey ahead may stretch you, but it will not break you. It may humble you, but it will never harm you. Because when God appoints you, He anoints you. Remember, every chosen one must go through fire before they rise. You are not being punished. You are being refined. You are not being broken. You are being rebuilt. You are not being delayed. You are being prepared for something greater than you've ever known. And preparation feels like isolation. Preparation feels like silence. Preparation feels like nothing is happening. But behind the scenes, heaven is orchestrating a masterpiece. God is not just preparing a blessing for you. He's preparing you for the blessing. He's aligning your character with your calling, your heart with your mission, your strength with your destiny. And when it finally unfolds, when the doors fly open, when the season shifts, you will realize why you had to wait, why you had to stretch, why you had to let go of the things that no longer served your spirit. Because those things were never meant to walk with you into your next chapter. They were only meant to shape the version of you that would. And that version of you, that's the version that's ready now. Your eyes will open wider. Your intuition will sharpen. Your spiritual hearing will become clearer. You'll begin to recognize the signs more often. The divine will whisper, and you'll know it's Him. Not because the voice got louder, but because your spirit got quieter. Your alignment got deeper. This next phase of your journey is not about hustle. It's about harmony. It's not about doing more. It's about becoming more. Becoming the vessel. Becoming the light. Becoming the answer to the prayers someone else has been crying out in silence. You're not just chosen for your sake. You're chosen for the sake of others too. Your testimony will become someone else's survival guide. Your light will spark the awakening in those around you. Your rise will inspire others to stand. That's why the resistance was so strong. That's why the attacks were so persistent. The enemy saw what you were carrying before you did, and he tried to shut you down before you stepped into it. But he failed, because here you are, and here comes the shift. Let go of the version of you that was never real, the one that dimmed your light to keep others comfortable, the one that second-guessed every nudge, the one that thought you were too broken to be used by God. That version of you has no place in the life you're stepping into. The divine is calling for the version of you that knows who you are, that trusts where you're going, that walks in alignment even when the path isn't visible, the version of you that leads with faith, that shows up with courage, that dares to believe that miracles still happen and they're about to happen for you. Because this is the season where heaven touches earth, where your purpose ignites, where the preparation meets the promise, where the chosen step into their calling without fear. So breathe, chosen one. You're not late. You're not behind. You're right on time for the divine meeting that changes everything. You've made it this far because there is something unshakable within you. The world may not have always seen it, but heaven always has. Every moment you felt unseen, overlooked, misunderstood, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. You were being hidden, preserved, protected. Because what you carry is too sacred to be mishandled. You are not meant to blend in. You were never designed to walk the average path. The calling on your life demands separation, elevation, and transformation. And though it's been lonely, though it's been heavy, though it's been hard, you are emerging with divine strength no one can take from you. Every scar you carry tells a story, not of defeat, but of survival, not of shame, but of becoming. Your past was not a curse. It was preparation. Every tear watered the seeds of your destiny. Every loss made space for something eternal. Every disappointment forced you to go deeper, to seek God harder, to uncover the truth of who you really are. You didn't come this far to settle. You didn't endure all that fire just to fade back into the crowd. You are rising now, not because you're perfect, but because you're chosen. And the chosen are called to walk differently, speak differently, move differently. You carry a weight of glory on your life, and that weight demands surrender. Yes, surrender. Because it's not about striving, it's about yielding. It's about releasing who you thought you had to be, so you can become who God already knows you are. And when you stop fighting the process starts to reveal your power. You were born for this moment. You were crafted for this calling. The world has yet to see the full magnitude of what God placed inside you. But they will. They will, because nothing can stop what's divinely appointed. No delay, no opposition, no betrayal, no fear. Nothing can stand in the way of destiny when the divine says, it's time. And it is time. Time for you to trust the whispers over the noise, to trust the vision even when the path seems blurry, to walk in obedience, even when the destination isn't visible. Faith is not knowing what comes next. It's knowing who's already there, waiting. You're not stepping into this season alone. Heaven is backing you. Angels are moving on your behalf. Divine connections are aligning. The right doors are opening. The wrong ones are closing. The atmosphere is shifting to make room for what God is about to pour into your life. But remember, before elevation comes testing. Before promotion comes pressure. Before glory comes refinement. God is still removing the final layers that no longer serve your purpose. The insecurities, the false beliefs, the limited thinking, all of it is being stripped away so you can walk in full authority. You are not who you used to be. You've outgrown the old story. You've outlived the labels. You've surpassed the opinions. And now it's time to rewrite your narrative, not with fear, but with faith, not with hesitation, but with boldness. Because this next version of you is unstoppable. This version doesn't shrink. This version doesn't apologize for being powerful. This version walks with divine fire, divine focus, divine freedom. Let them talk. Let them question. Let them doubt. You don't need their permission to shine. You don't need their applause to walk in your calling. Your validation comes from heaven. Your worth was written in the stars long before anyone tried to measure it. And when you walk like you're chosen, mountains move. When you speak like you're chosen, atmospheres shift. When you believe like you're chosen, miracles manifest. So no more shrinking, no more second guessing, no more waiting for a perfect moment. This is the moment. This is the confirmation. This is the divine green light you've been waiting on. God didn't bring you this far just to leave you. He brought you here to launch you, to show you what happens when obedience meets opportunity, when preparation collides with divine timing, when faith refuses to bow to fear. Your story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. The page is turning. The chapter is shifting. The ink of heaven is writing your next season, and it's filled with purpose, promise, and power. So rise, chosen one. Rise in your voice. Rise in your vision. Rise in your truth. Let the world feel the presence of someone who knows exactly who they are and who they belong to. You're not here to play small. You're not here to fit in. You're here to awaken nations, to break cycles, to shift legacies. You're here to build, to lead, to heal, to change everything, and you will. Because when a chosen one says yes, everything begins to align. And now, chosen one, as you stand on the edge of this divine threshold, know this: the journey you've walked, the battles you've endured, and the tears you've shed were never in vain. Every moment has led you to this one, the moment where revelation meets responsibility, where calling meets commitment, and where identity meets impact. You were never forgotten, never abandoned. Heaven has been whispering your name all along. Even in silence, God was speaking. Even in waiting, He was working. And even when you felt most alone, you were being cradled in divine preparation. This is the moment where all the pieces begin to fit. What once confused you now clarifies you. What once wounded you now wakes you. What once delayed you now defines your depth. Your life is no longer a question. It is the answer. You are the evidence of God's grace, a living testimony that the divine still moves, still speaks, still raises up warriors in quiet places. You may not feel ready, but you are. Not because everything is perfect, but because your heart is aligned. And alignment is the key. The heavens respond to alignment. Miracles flow through alignment. Destiny is unlocked through alignment. And you, dear soul, are more aligned now than you've ever been. That strange tension in your spirit, that deep stirring you can't ignore, it's confirmation. A new mantle is being placed upon you. A fresh anointing is resting on your life. You've graduated in the spirit realm, and the heavens are preparing to display your transformation before the world. But hear this, the true power of a chosen one isn't in their strength. It's in their surrender. It's not in striving harder, but in trusting deeper. Let go of the pressure to perform. Let go of the urge to compare. Let go of the doubt that whispers you're not enough. Because God is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to be present. Present in this moment. Present in this calling. Present in the process of becoming. You are not who you were, and you are not yet who you are becoming. But you are exactly who you need to be in this divine in-between. This is the holy space where God does His greatest work. The wilderness always comes before the promise. The breaking always comes before the breakthrough. And the refining always precedes the rising. Let the fire finish its work. Let the shaping continue. You are being molded, not punished. Purified, not abandoned. Commissioned, not condemned. And soon, very soon, the world will witness the unveiling. The quiet one will rise. The misunderstood one will lead. The rejected one will be raised up. Because that's how God works, using the unlikely to do the unforgettable, lifting the overlooked to fulfill the unstoppable. So don't shrink now. Don't run. Don't resist what you were born for. This final stretch is not the end. It's the launch. You'll walk through doors no one thought you belonged in. You'll sit at tables you once only dreamed of. You'll speak words that carry divine weight. And you'll see lives changed by simply standing in your truth. And through it all, never forget. This isn't just about you. You were chosen for others. Your breakthrough is someone else's blueprint. Your healing will unlock their hope. Your obedience will awaken their faith. You are part of a divine ripple, a holy chain reaction stretching across generations. So lift your head, square your shoulders, and take the step. You are not walking into the unknown. You are walking into a destiny that has always known you. The divine has already gone before you. The stage is already set. The light is already shining. And now the world is about to see what heaven already declared. You are the one. You are the light carrier, the curse breaker, the voice of generations, the one who refused to give up. And because of your yes, history is shifting. So go forward boldly, not because you have all the answers, but because you carry the answer within you. Go forward confidently, not because the road is easy, but because the road is divine. Go forward faithfully, because when a chosen one says yes, heaven moves, and heaven is moving right now. This is your time. This is your call. This is your moment, and you are ready.